Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video. I want to take a look tonight at, on the left side, we have a monthly chart, and on the right side a daily chart. We're just going to look at a handful of things. So if we look at the monthly chart here from 2016 when the momentum turned here, we've essentially had a 2-year rally where we stayed above the 8-period moving average on a monthly chart. And then finally, we've been testing it. So while on the shorter term charts, there's been a lot of volatility, on the monthly chart, it's like nothing has happened. And it's important to kind of keep that in mind. The one thing I would point out is that, once you have a squeeze like this and the momentum runs out, after that, from a larger term perspective, you typically go into consolidation. And of course, what would be normal consolidation on a monthly chart ends up looking like this on a daily chart, right? So the daily chart here is interesting because we do have a squeeze. Right now on a daily chart, everything's mixed. And what I've found with squeezes is that when everything's aligned, when all the moving averages are stacked positive, meaning that the 8 is on top of the 21, which is on top of the 34, etc., and price is above the 21, then that and only that is a high probability bullish setup. Otherwise, it's not. So, this is not a bullish setup in any way, shape, or form. So that being said, let's move over to the QQQ. Now, the QQQ on a monthly chart is holding up much better. You still have a squeeze here that has run out of momentum. But on the daily chart, largely on the back of Apple, we have had a nice pop up here. Okay. Now, the question here is that, is the NASDAQ going to lead everyone that's bullish to the promised land, or is the S&P 500 potentially going to derail that? All right, and so typically when there's a tug of war like that, one solid sector to look at is the transports. And if we go to the transports, we can see it's really a mixed bag. On the monthly chart, we've got the same story, nice rally, it's kind of petering out, and on the daily, we're just living in a range. Okay, there's no squeeze or anything like that either. So in terms of a clear signal for the indexes, there's nothing here, there's no conviction that's setting up. Okay, when you have no conviction that's setting up on the indexes, you just want to be a little careful on the directional basis that you're trading various stocks. All right, now that all being said, in terms of taking a look at stocks here that I like, I continue to like the energy stocks. Energy here, whether it's crude oil, whether it's EOG or FANG, essentially they've been marching to the beat of their own drum. And you can see on the monthly chart, we actually still have momentum here on the monthly chart in terms of the squeeze, i.e. it has not lost its momentum. And then on the daily chart, although there's not a signal right here, there are a handful of oil stocks that are setting up new signals, but you can see there's certainly much more to the positive side. All right. And just a reminder for those of you that were not aware, Raghee and Danielle are starting their live futures trading class on Tuesday the 8th. And what this consists of, if you missed the Saturday class, that's fine. You can still get the pro version, which would actually include a recording of the Saturday class, so you could learn about all the strategies and then actually join in on live trading May 8th and May 9th for the full trading day with Raghee, Danielle, and Neil. So if you've not traded futures before or weren't aware of the class, it's a great opportunity that you can still get in. simplertrading.com/futures-freedom. All right. You guys have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you at the next update.